Welcome back to my Keep Up channel. Getting the party started. Royal guests arrive at the wedding reception of Crown Prince Hussein of Jordan and his new wife Rajwa as they prepare to cut their 7-tier cake. The Prince and Princess of Wales looked elegant in their black tie outfits as they attended the wedding reception of Crown Prince Hussein of Jordan and his new wife Rajwa Al Saif. Earlier today, guests including William and Kate, 40 and 41, Beatrice, 34, with her husband Edoardo Mapelli-Mozzi, 39, appeared overjoyed as they watched the nuptials of Sandhurst graduate Hussein and Saudi Arabian-born architect Rajwa, also 28, in the garden of the Zahran Palace. Rajwa dazzled in a white gown by Lebanese designer Elie Saab, which featured a lengthy train embroidered with flowers, and a sparkling diamond tiara. King Abdullah II and Queen Rania of Jordan proudly watched as their son was wed during an Islamic ceremony known as a KEEPUP held in a gazebo and conducted by the Royal Hashemite Court Imam Dr. Ahmed Al-Khalili. Kate, who lived in Jordan for a short period during her childhood, led the glamorous guests at the event in a blush pink lace dress also by Elie Saab. Beatrice wore a silver sequined gown from British label Needle and Thread for the occasion. In a touching nod to Queen Elizabeth, the newly married couple left the wedding for their reception in a 1984 Range Rover, which was specially customized for her visit to the country. This evening, royals from the Netherlands, Liechtenstein, and Sweden changed into their ball gowns to attend the wedding reception of the newlyweds at Al Hassaniya Palace. They included Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, King Willem-Alexander, and their eldest daughter Princess Amalia, Crown Princess Victoria, and Prince Daniel of Sweden and Princess Sophie of Liechtenstein. Ahead of the event, Rajwa was driven to the palace in a 1968 Rolls-Royce Phantom V, which was custom-made for the late Queen Zayn Al Sharif, the Crown Prince's great-grandmother. It was used by King Charles and Queen Camilla on a trip to Jordan in November 2021. Crown Prince Hussein was beaming throughout the wedding ceremony today. Rajwa also seemed overjoyed as they exchanged rings and kissed to seal their union. After the royal nuptials, several women performed Zagrada ululation, a joyous sound commonly used to express happiness at Jordanian and Arab celebrations, and the newlyweds greeted their guests. Following the ceremony, the Royal Hashemite Court released a statement congratulating the royal couple on their nuptials. It read, "The Royal Hashemite Court extends its heartfelt congratulations to Their Majesties King Abdullah II and Queen Rania Al Abdullah, as well as the Royal Hashemite family, and wishes Their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Al Hussein and Princess Rajwa Al Hussein a lifetime of happiness." Prince William and Kate stopped to chat with the newlyweds for several minutes. The attendance of the British royals who were spotted at a luxury hotel in Amman last night had been kept under wraps and was only confirmed by Jordanian state media a few hours before the start of the palace ceremony. William and Kate both have a fondness for Jordan. The Middleton family spent 3 years there during the early 80s, beginning when Kate was just 2 years old, after her father Michael, a British Airways manager, was relocated to Amman for work, and the royal couple took their children on holiday to the country in 2021. Today has been declared a national holiday, with celebratory events hosted in all 12 of Jordan's governorates to allow citizens to share in the festivities. Queen Rania wore a black Dior gown as she greeted guests at the palace alongside her husband King Abdullah ahead of the nuptials. The mother of the groom was radiant in the floor-length dress, which featured pretty gold embroidery down the back. U.S. First Lady Jill Biden and several members of royal families from around the world are in attendance, among them the King and Queen of the Netherlands, who chose a dress by Louisa Beccaria. Princess Mary of Denmark recycled an ermine gown for the occasion, while Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden was smart in a by Malina dress. After the ceremony, the couple drove to their reception in the customized Range Rover. During the late Queen's state visit, which took place in March 1984, the vehicle was used by the late King Hussein to drive her and Prince Philip to Petra and other locations in the south. The custom Range Rover, which has taken on the name of Sheer Rover, has been elongated and a cut-off roof has been added. New white leather upholstery has also been installed, including 4 individual Recaro electric seats. The couple were transported to the Al Hassaniya Palace in a motorcade procession for the wedding reception, which will feature a diverse lineup of performers paying tribute to the Crown Prince's military career, his bride's Saudi Arabian heritage, and traditional Jordanian artistry. The wedding reception will be hosted by King Abdullah II and Queen Rania, as well as the bride's parents, with more than 1,700 guests. The remainder of the evening features a variety of performances by local and regional singers, a choir group, Jordanian bands, the national orchestra, and folk dance troupes. The reception concludes with the bride and groom cutting the wedding cake. The wedding comes after a difficult period for Jordan's monarchy, including a public rift between the king and his half-brother, with some commentators interpreting the national celebrations as a way of shoring up public support at a time of persistent economic difficulties. Earlier this month, Queen Rania hosted a pre-wedding henna party for Rajwa. The Queen shared a number of photographs on Instagram showing her celebrating with the bride-to-be at the traditional party. She wrote, "No celebration would be complete without our Jordanian family. Celebrating our beautiful Rajwa." The guests included Rania's daughters Princess Iman bint Abdullah II and Princess Salma bint Abdullah II, as well as members of the Al Saif family and women from across the kingdom. The party featured performances of traditional Jordanian and Saudi songs by local artists Nida Shrara, Diana Karazan, and Zain Awad, as well as performances by Halim musical group, Al Salt Girls Band, and Misk Dance Company. It also included a zaffa or grand entrance for the bride-to-be, and henna drawing for guests. Welcoming her guests, Rania said, "I'm so happy that you could all be here to celebrate with us. Today is a special day for us, and to our entire Jordanian family. Our joy is one and the same, near or far, you are all in our hearts today." She explained that like any mother, she has always dreamed of Crown Prince Hussein's wedding. "Al Hussein is your son as much as he is mine, you are his family, and this is your celebration," she added. Sharing a few words about her future daughter-in-law, the Queen described Rajwa as the sweetest and most beautiful bride-to-be, adding that she is as precious to her as her daughters Princesses Aman and Salma. "I'll never forget how happy His Majesty and I were when Al Hussein told us he wanted to marry Rajwa. She is the perfect answer to all my prayers for him," the Queen reflected, before wishing the couple a blessed and happy future. "May you always be each other's source of happiness and support," she said. The Queen also noted that a daughter is usually a reflection of her mother, referring to the Crown Prince's future mother-in-law by her first name, Azza, whom she described as a gem. Addressing Azza bint Naif al-Sadari, Rania explained that 2 months ago, right before Princess Aman's wedding, she realized how Rajwa's mother must be feeling now. But she reassured her that we and Al Hussein will take the very best care of Rajwa. This is her country, and she is among her family and her people. The Queen added, "As mothers, the one thing we truly want is to make sure that our children are happy. We often ask ourselves whether we did the best we can to raise our children." During His Majesty, the late King Hussein's final days and before his passing, "I made him a promise to raise Al Hussein the way he wanted him to be raised." Describing the Crown Prince as a brave, confident, and strong soldier, she likened him to his father, King Abdullah, admiring how he treats his bride, and his desire to see Jordanians not only coming together to join their wedding celebrations, but also be involved in its preparations. "That's when I realized that he is a true, self-aware Hashemite, who is both a part of you, and here to serve you," she said. Referring once again to the anecdote she shared about the late King Hussein, the Queen said, "I can now tell His Majesty the late King Hussein that I was true to my word." She concluded by thanking and welcoming her guests. She added, "Congratulations to us all, this is your celebration, just as it is ours." Rajwa received a degree from Syracuse University in New York, and studied at the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising in Los Angeles after completing her secondary education in Saudi Arabia. She has worked at an architecture firm in Los Angeles and currently works at the Design Lab Experience Studio in Riyadh. She is the youngest daughter of Khalid M. Al Saif and Azza bint Naif al-Sadari. Mr. Al Saif is CEO of the Al Saif Group, a privately company with a diverse portfolio of businesses across healthcare, Construction and Security Services, and is a board member of the Saudi-British Joint Business Council, which promotes trade between the two countries. Crown Prince Hussein, the eldest of King Abdullah and Queen Rania's 4 children, is a graduate of prestigious Georgetown University in Washington, D.C., and served in the Army after graduating from Sandhurst in 2017. In 2015, he made history as the youngest person to chair a meeting of the United Nations Security Council. He made headlines last year when he hosted Prince William on a visit to the Middle East. Source: dailymail.co.uk. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.